today she is back with us working through the Upward Bound program, supporting young men and young women in their efforts to be successful in high school and beyond, going to college. So first time college goers and then first generation college goers. So I've asked her to come up. She is very gifted. She's been holding out on us, actually. I heard her Friday night at the talent show. Very gifted rapper. But she's also going to just come up and talk to us for a minute. Do a little
when did we go to freshman year?
So give it up for Miss Timmie Foster.
I wasn't here freshman year.
Go girl, go girl.
Who was that girl?
I used to be that girl sitting, wishing that someone saw her, waiting at the bus stop, not knowing I needed my father. Mistaking that need with lust plus money, problems and sinners, closed mind to the truth that fast money's addictive. Thinking I was cute, my makeup outline was black. Trimming every pony to the side and wishing I wasn't black. And wishing I wasn't poor. God said, don't eat the fruit now. Sex, money, and drugs. Lord knows he told the truth. Surprised now, but who could tell me then I'm naive? Cause I'm a little girl with rent and bills and others to feed. My little cousins like my seeds and they're expecting me to love, respect, and get it. I'm modeling how to be. They modeling after me. Inside all I do is cry, because we are products of a curse. Family secrets and lies. If it happened, deny. If it didn't, forget it. We the royal ghetto family, as good as that ever meant. As good as it ever gets, because now I'm close to his ride. A good girl got scared. Hiding it with her eyes. How I'm making them lie. How he looks at my eyes. Fast money decisions, money desensitized. I'm grown now, but all I really am is a teen. I need a way to ease anxiety without nicotine. I need a way to raise my image up so I make a scene. And now I'm fighting at the party, group of girls on my team. Follow me to the fastest way to nowhere. I want to try to be the hardest and act like I don't care. They recognize me, I stare. My eyes are never clear. I give them all this pain inside, act like it's out of nowhere. It's crazy now I know where. I'm guessing I always did. It's hard to try and be a family woman as a young kid. And all the goodness I lived. Hard to believe that I did. It's hard to try and be a family woman as a young kid. Thank you. So that was a piece that I wrote about myself at 14 years old. At 14 years old, the things that I talked about in my poem, which is a rap, are things that I actually did. And some of you sitting here are 14, are about to be 14, or will soon be 14, and may actually be experiencing some of those things in your life, or may have seen some of those things in your life. So I just want to encourage you, because even though I didn't have a father at home, even though I had a mother who was an alcoholic, even though I was homeless, even though I had family and friends and cousins who did drugs and did a lot of hard things and was involved in the gangs, and I lived in Chocolate City too. Who know where Chocolate City is? Okay? And I went to Clover Park. And one of the things that I wish I realized with all of those things going on in my life was that I was resilient. And resiliency is really a term about going through a lot of hard struggles, but still overcoming them and being successful. So when Miss Burr asked me, did I graduate from high school? I was here at Clover Park in the 12th grade, but I did not graduate. I was a dropout because I had messed up my classes very early on in 9th grade. And no one told me in the 9th grade that high school was not like middle school. When you mess up your classes in middle school, you still get them all forward most of the time. When you don't turn in your work, they still give you a lot of time to get it done. And there's a lot of flexibility in middle school. But let me tell you about the transition to high school. The transition to high school should be taken very serious, because it really does shape your college field, and it really does shape your college life. In that 12th grade, when I realized I was going to be a super senior, I was too embarrassed to tell my friends that I messed up in freshman year. And I failed some classes, and I flunked some classes, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, and finally in 12th grade, when I go to apply to graduate, I'm being told I'm not going to be able to graduate because I failed, so I dropped out. But I got my GED, which is an equivalent, but it's not the same thing. And then I moved on, and I went to TCC and got a 2-year degree. And then I went to UW-Tacoma, got a 4-year degree. And then I went to St. Martin's and was in the teaching certification program. And then I went to UW-Seattle, and I was in the principalship program, got a master's degree from there. And now I'm currently in a doctoral program at UW-Tacoma. You can clap that up. I'll leave you with this as I call Mr. Huston Kraft up. Life is real for you now. Obstacles, barriers, things that you have to get through in your life right now, they're real. And when you come to Clover Park, those things may not change in your life for some of you. Some of you might not be going through any of this, so maybe can't relate. But some of you may be. And when you get here, it won't change, but you will still have to produce. And you will still have to do what it takes for you to be successful, even as early as the 9th grade. Even as early as now, so you can make it to the 9th grade. But even as early as the 9th grade, so you can shape your own future. Thank you. Huston Kraft.